go to play a show like Emotional Response or any of the other things that I would consider locally bigger events or things that are tailored to the crowd, you can't go in and workshop something. It's
Yeah.
got to work.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to lose that connection, and then you're going to be chasing it. The crowd feels it, and they leave.
Oh yeah.
They leave the dance floor if they don't leave the venue, and it's sometimes hard to get them back into the dance mood once that's gone from the start.
Yep.
Correct. Yep.
It's kind of how it happened to me last night. I didn't know what to play after that legend killed it. It's like, what am I gonna do? And then it started falling off. I just went back to what I usually do: play that funky house, like disco shit.
And I think the crowd can feel when your soul's in it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you're up there clout chasing, or like you're not really well rounded at your craft, or like you can't see that they're not responding in a certain way. Keep in mind, obviously, if you're at a house event, like people are expecting a certain kind of music, so to go way outside of that range, you're gonna lose them anyway.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But if you can see them drifting, you got to kind of be able to pivot a little here and there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's a skill in and of its own.
That's another skill that needs to be learned and possibly taught as well. And it's a hard one to learn too, though, is being able to feel when you know that you've shifted, the energy and be able to bring it back right off the bat. That took me a minute.
Yeah.
It did. It took me a few years for sure. Yeah.
So I'll ask this to you guys first, and then I'll throw in a 2 cents afterwards. But what is emotional response, and why is it the first major statement for us?
Ooh. For me, it just seemed like it was a great name. You know what I mean? It seemed like that's what I do,
Okay.
and so I strive for that emotional response from everybody when I'm up on in performing and stuff. So it seemed right. It seemed like a great title, and it will be a great series.
Emotional response.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will be a great series, and that's what we do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We are there to create an emotional response out of somebody, if
Yeah.
not yourself.
Yeah, playing some music that makes somebody cry, like just like, the emotions behind
Yeah.
it. Like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like emotional response is essentially what people get out of music when they listen to it in their spare time.
Uh-huh.
Like the
Right.
whole goosebump theory. Do
Right.
you ever get goosebumps
Yeah.
listening to certain type of music?
So the fact that people are going to be willing to even come out and spend their actual time with us is something that should be, I think, valued, and that that in return as artists is why we do this. Like their response to our music, if we're doing it the right way, they leave that show with not just like, oh, I went out clubbing. It's like I almost felt these artists' souls for an hour and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and
I want to
that
leave with a
moved
warm
me. Right,
heart.
I'm gonna
Like,
look them up or try and find what they're doing. Like that connection, that's the emotional response that this show is gonna bring. That not saying doesn't exist in the scene at all, but is it's few and far between